Oh, dang, y'all on time and I'm late. Hello. I was trying to open my window. Hello, people. Hey, Maria. Hey, Pops. I'm going to get started in just a second. I'm gonna roll through them quick because I only have an hour to go through a topic because well, go through all the topics because I'm doing Instagram too, so I can't do both. Yeah, you did hear singing. I'm always humming, obviously. Got to get my runs in every day, even though I'm not performing, right now. Hey, Jess. Hey, Bon Bon. I think everybody online today because it's Juneteenth. I'm just gonna chalk it up to that. All right. Oh, and I'll give you an update on the gunshots from like 2 lives ago. I'm about to close this window. I'm cooking my fish on. I was saying here as well. I'm cooking my fish on Sunday. I'm having just a couple people over on Sunday for Juneteenth. Oprah. You sound like Oprah with this hair. You get a car, you get a car, everybody gets a car. This is a mohawk. It's not a, full thing. It's a ponytail. Hello everyone. Happy Juneteenth. And welcome. Hey TJ. Troy, why is you coming on here already starting stuff? What does all shit mean? Hey Bree. Hello everybody on Insta. No. I didn't realize when I decided to do my Juneteenth gathering, there was also Father's Day weekend because Father's Day weekend is usually June when the Juneteenth does their festival. It's usually that same weekend. So, bye Troy. Bye Troy. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Crooklyn. Hey Jazz. There's 2 Jazzes in this live. But I guess I'll get started. What's my topic today? Oh, CCC. Of course, I had to have some food in here, but I couldn't write chocolate chip cookies out on the flyer, so I had to abbreviate it to 3 C's. So, long story short, I'm gonna be making chocolate chip cookies again soon. For anybody who knows that's had my cookies before, they're pretty decent. So, if you're interested, they'll be available soon. So that's all I got to say on chocolate chip cookies. And happy Juneteenth to everybody just joining this live. Hey Jamila girl. It says Jamila Johnson is watching. Bring them on camera. You want to be brought on camera? Hey, Insta. So, my first topic is what, the 72-hour rule. So, I guess I'll touch on that. I don't blame you. Being in front of a camera is very nerve wracking. Um, so once again, happy Juneteenth to everybody that's just now joining. I forgot I had to show y'all my little goodies because I buy goodies every week. But my punch that I'm sipping now from Black owned Libations Liquor Store, International Wine and Spirits, and it's called American Born Peach Whiskey. So if anybody's interested, it's very tasty. It's like not strong, it's very smooth. I drink whiskey because that's the only thing that really doesn't like give me a hangover. So International Wine and Spirits on Main Street in Buff. It's all boarded up because they looted it. Why they looted a black owned business is beyond me, but hey, I'm not gonna get on that topic today. But American Born Peach Whiskey, and it's actually delicious. Hey, Ev. And what else did I get? Oh, you know what I bought today from my own store was the Black Panther Edge Control. I actually have the She's Bomb and the Black Panther. The She's Bomb really didn't do much for me. The Black Panther, you know, it laid it a little bit, but it is like 90 degrees, so there's that. And what else did I get? Oh, I got my Juneteenth shirts for my little Juneteenth festivities. And this is from also a black-owned business because Juneteenth should be 365 days a year. And this business, actually, I joined a business group on Facebook, and it's called Ramel J Apparel. They're black-owned. They're not located here. I'm not really sure where they're located, but they had the shirt. They had a Juneteenth shirt for me, you know. So I got it. And it says, Celebrate Freedom Juneteenth. So this is what I'll be wearing on Sunday at my little Juneteenth shindig. I mean, does everybody even know what Juneteenth is? Or I'm just talking to people who don't know what it is? I'm not sure. So Juneteenth is basically when the last state in, well, not the last state in the United States, but Texas, Galveston, Texas, was the last state to be emancipated. They weren't the last state to become emancipated, but they were the last state to actually free slaves. So on June 19th in 1865, it took that long from 1863 for all the slaves in every country in the every state in the United States to be free. So that's what the celebration of Juneteenth is about on June 19th of every year. So I think it's super cool. I mean, I don't want to call anybody bandwagoners because it's like everybody didn't really know what Juneteenth was. So I'm really happy that everybody is celebrating it this year. It's good to see. We love to see it. And what I'm just doing for Juneteenth, I'm just doing a little simple potluck with literally my immediate family because coronavirus. And I'm gonna just make some jerk chicken. Actually, I have some. I'm gonna run and get it. I'm gonna do a Teddy Riley. actually have a special jerk marinade that I'm going to be using for my Juneteenth celebration from another Black-owned business. It's Dr. G's. Shout out to Ashley Goodwin. She's actually she's a doctor. She has her doctorate. Dr. G's Caribbean Jerk, and I got hot and spicy, and I have mild and sweet. So this is what I'm going to be marinating my chicken with another Black-owned business, and she's here in Buffalo as well. So, and the jumpsuit I have on is from Shop Sleek. I can't even do a turnaround because I'm too close to my couch. Hold on. I'm gonna try to do this without spilling my drinks. Anyway, so the jumper that I have, well, the jumpsuit that I have on is from Angela Brianna. Shout out to her at Shop Sleek, New York. So she has a boutique. Y'all need to get those eyes out of here. I'm going to put this jerk seasoning back in my fridge now, but I just wanted to show y'all once again. Dr. G, she's from Buffalo. She's actual doctor. She's not a medical doctor, but she has her doctorate. But Dr. G's Caribbean Jerk, and I've heard nothing but good things, and I'm going to be using this for my Juneteenth celebration. Hey, everybody on Insta. I'll be right back. And once again, shout out to Angela Brianna at Shop Sleek for the fit that I have on today. Black owned also. And yes, Barbara, Shop Sleek is located actually right next to Bachi's on Bailey. She's a MUA too, so she does she's a lash tech, she's an esthetician, and she does clothes now too. So I got a couple pieces from her. This is one of them. It's all black and, it's just easy to put on. So I just threw that on today. And hey, Alexis. Don't forget, I'm not going to forget your drink, Jamila. Jamila sent me a bomb recipe for the Juneteenth punch. I can't look at it now because I'm using both of my phones. I got two phones. So I will catch you guys up on the Juneteenth punch probably next Friday to tell you guys what was all in it. But I'm making jerk chicken. I'm frying fish. Probably gonna make a pasta salad or something light. And for the specialties for Juneteenth, historically, the must-haves at your Juneteenth celebration are gonna be, I know y'all gonna think this is crazy, but strawberry soda, or our favorite, red pop. So you can run right to the corner store and grab some Faygo red pop. I mean, they have strawberry sodas, like actual ones, like Goya Mix or whatever. But yeah, strawberry soda. Anything made with red velvet. I'm making red velvet cupcakes because that's one of my specialties. And watermelon is also a traditional Juneteenth dish or something you need to have at your Juneteenth celebration. And tea cakes. They're a type of cookie. Basically, they're like a sugar cookie, but you can look up the recipe online. So your essentials for your Juneteenth celebration are going to be watermelon, strawberry soda or red pop, tea cakes, and anything red velvet cake, red velvet cookies. I make red velvet cookies, but I don't like them as much as I like the cupcakes. And yeah, I think I said I'm all for. And also, what the ex-slaves did to commemorate Juneteenth also was because they didn't really always have like meat available. So they would like grill like, like steak and lamb and stuff that they really couldn't get. That they really couldn't get outside of Juneteenth. So they would cook all of the fancy meats on Juneteenth. I don't eat lamb. Every time I think about lamb, I think about that show Lamb Chops, Play Along. I know y'all remember that. If you're a 90s kid, you remember. Hey Tia. It's gonna be a little little lituation. I mean, I can't really nobody can really celebrate like they would like because of the current, climate. But, we just gotta, make the because I have asthma, so I just really can't see myself having like a big party. That would just not fly with me, because it's just not gonna happen. So whenever all this dies down, I would be perfectly fine with having an actual gathering of more than 10 people. But until then, no. Cherry Crush. You know what's funny? I had a house next door to me when I was growing up, and I used to eat cherries all the time. But when I got older, I could no longer eat cherries or anything cherry flavored. But there, who makes? Oh, I think it's the same people that make those. It's not Bargs, but there is a cherry soda that's really bomb that I will like have sometimes, and it's like a little. It's like in the strawberry soda, like the glass bottle, and it's like a black cherry soda. It's real good. Maria, I will set you a cupcake to the side if there's any left. They don't really last that long. Hey Ash. Hey other Ashley. So everybody all of these same name people keep popping on at the same time. Hello Ashley and Ashley. Ashley Washington, Ashley. Elizabeth. Oh, oxtails. I have never had oxtails. I think because of when I was a kid, and then I found out that there was really oxtails, and I was like, I can't get jiggy with that. So after that, still to this day, I have never had an oxtail. Hey Alicia, hey Drew. But that's what's happening. That's my Juneteenth spiel. So like I said, June 19th, 1865 in Galveston, Texas. So that's where they arrived to give them the news that they were free, even though they had already been free for 2 years. There's several reasons why they did not, get the news for that long. The war was going on. I read something that said the person that was sent to let the slaves know that they were free was murdered on the way there, which I believe that, because that's how evil these people were. So I don't know, but moving on, because we only got an hour, I think. I don't even know where I'm at right now, but let's move on to the 72-hour rule. And there's two meanings for the 72-hour rule. The first one, hey Nat, hey Jeff. I said hey Nat, hey Jeff. Well, hey Jeff, because I saw Deja underneath you. Hey Dej. Jeff, how's work going? Janetta, oxtails don't have no meat on them. It's just like a circle. It's like a circle bone, and then it's like a dot of meat. Like, what am I gonna do with that? What am I gonna do with that? Nothing. I'm not really big on meat anymore. I don't eat as much meat as I used to. I go vegetarian I have some vegetarian bouts. But the 72-hour rule, the men's may get mad at me a little bit for this, but basically that means if a guy does not contact you for 3 days, then you need to dead that situation. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I definitely agree that if starting something, if you're starting a situation or a friendship with somebody, that if you do not hear from them for 3 days, it's a wrap. Like, because what are you doing? Unless it's like a crazy like situation or a family emergency, then if a guy doesn't hit you up, if y'all talking consistently and then he like drops off the face of the earth for 3 days, don't. But the crazy part about it is, I think I was talking to this guy, and it was like he could sense that I was about to cut him off. So he would literally like contact me at the 71st hour. And I'm just like, okay, I really don't know what to do about this. Obviously, I ended up not like dealing with him, but it was like he could sense that like he knew about the 72-hour rule, and he knew that it was coming up where he had to hit me up before I cut him off, because it was getting there. Yeah, I'm dead serious, Janetta. Like, no, 3 days, nah, bruh. You better be dead. Got the biker boys outside of my house. I'm telling you, the 71st hour, I would literally be like, would have my finger on the number to delete this man. 71st hour, 45 minutes. This ninja would be like, hey, what's up? I'm like, no! Now I gotta freaking try to figure out how I'm gonna start all over. Hey, Angie girl, I gave you a shout out already. I was getting the eyes on this Shop Sleek jumpsuit I got on. I showed it off. Angela Brianna has entered the chat. She's the one who I got this suit from. I love jumpsuits. Drew, listen, I do not care whether or not you like the rule. That is the rule. Like, what are you doing for like 72 hours? If you're talking to somebody for like 3 weeks straight, or even like 2 weeks, and y'all like getting to know each other or whatever, like, consider yourself ghosted if you haven't heard from that person in 72 hours. There's a lot of things that I say that you probably will not like. This is one of them. But, and you said Drew want to be special. I'm trying to tell him, like, I'm sitting here sweating. But it's good because I've been gaining too much weight during quarantine. So sweat it out. But, yeah, so that's it on the 72-hour rule. I don't know if everybody is in agreement with that. I mean, for me, I feel like that's a long time. Hey, Erica. Hey, Britt. Hey, Bree. That's too long. I mean, some people will ghost you after a week, but I just feel like if you're consistently, see, now my ear kicking on, consistently talking to somebody, and then for 3 days you go silent, it's a no for me, dog. Hey, Annie girl, happy birthday, belated. And the other 72-hour rule is going to bring me to my second last topic. Basically, the other 72-hour rule is that in regards to social media, people only talk about stuff for 72 hours. So you literally can do the most wildest shit, and after 3 days, people are going to be done talking about it. So, yeah. It's going to bring me to my next topic, but I'm about to address some of these comments because I feel like Drew is getting he's getting stirred up in his spirit about this. That's what's wrong with the dating scene. Rules make a good person hold back from their true feelings. I mean, I kind of agree with that. But at the same time, like I've said in previous lives, the man kind of has to like have some kind of direction on where he wants the situation to go. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship or a full-blown relationship right away. And I guess I can touch on the status that I posted a couple of days ago that everybody was in a freaking tizzy about. Mostly the single men. Not the married ones, but the single men were upset. The married men agreed with me. Hey, John. Hey, Wendell. But what I posted the other day was, it was a post and it said, this crazy ass guy, he probably was just trying to stir people up. And he was basically like, oh, talking stage 2 years, dating 3 years, some kind of engaged 5 years. It was some kind of long period of time that added up to like 12 years that you had to be together before y'all got married. I said, it only takes a man 3 to 6 months tops to know if they want to marry you. And people was coming at my neck. But the gag is, the married people got on there and said that, Danielle, you are correct. And that's all I need to know. Because single people, exactly 12 years a slave, the fuck? 12 years. No. So 72-hour rule. It's the same thing. Like, if you are waiting, thinking about pontificating on something for 3 days about me, about what direction you know, or what place you want me to be in your life, then you don't have any direction to me. Like, I need somebody to come in hot, like, you know, I know, you know, the place that I want you to be in my life, all of that stuff. Because, like, what? No. Jeff, you said he only got 48 hours. The first 48. I don't know what this episode is called though. How often are people supposed to talk when they are getting to know each other or dating? I would say, like, if you just met the person, I would say 2 to 3 times a week is not too much, like every other day to start. Until you like kind of like feel that person out. If it's natural for y'all to like talk 2 to 3 times a day, because like nothing is worse to me than a forced conversation. Because I cannot do that. Like, I cannot oh, hey, what you doing today? Oh, I'm good. Well, and then trying to like conjure up questions, like a conversation has to flow naturally in order for me to want to engage in that. Yes, John Kelly. Every day if the vibe is right. Exactly. So if y'all can talk every day, that's perfectly fine. But if y'all can't, I say 2 to 3 days. The first 48, leaving you for dead. I'm dead right now with that. And oh my gosh. Hey Becca. It's not that I'm impatient, but I just have a very low tolerance for foolery. Because I know a lot of people play games. Not everybody, but like 75%. So you got like the 35% that's like, you know, I'm ready to, you know, get it cracking or whatever. But the other part, they can just go ahead. But so yeah, 3 days, 3 to 6 months, a guy should know. The 3 to 6 months in, they should know. And it's not like I'm putting a time restriction on it, but for me, I feel like I said, it's all about a direction. The man has to choose the wife. That's the biggest thing. You should not be like going crazy, like pursuing a man. Like if you're always reaching out to him first, that's a problem. Hey, Raven girl. Because it's a give and take. It's a give and take, but you said this is running into the topic for next week. I know, but 3 to 6 months. Yeah, you need to know. You don't have to propose, but you should have an idea. Y'all should start like talking about, because otherwise it's a waste of time. Like, I mean, are we gonna just keep playing or what? So hey, Insta people. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Like I said, the single people were in a tizzy, but the married people were in agreement. I mean, I had one person say their husband let them know on the 3rd date that they were the one. And that was it. So no, John. No. Once they know, they're not supposed to act immediately. But a man should have it in his head and start like, not like saying, "Oh, I want to marry you," but they might say that, or just start having a conversation and letting the woman know that they want them to be permanent in their life. And I'm not a relationship expert. I got to do a disclaimer on every one of these because people will take my word and just run with it. But that's just my personal feelings. So, no, they don't have to propose immediately. I think when I got engaged before, when I got engaged before, it was within 9 months. So. Yes, Bree said Bree is married, another married person. Once they know, then the courting phase begins. And ladies, you should be courted. Do not settle for anything less than being courted. And that means you need to be out in public going on dates. Bree said courting is dating with the intent to marry. So you're not just dating to date. Ow! Hey Jay, what up, fool? What up, fool? What up, fool? How you living? And yeah, so I completely agree with that. Courting is definitely a lost art. I will say that amongst millennials, and that goes for men and women. Women don't know how to be courted, and a lot of men don't. I'm not going to say all men. That would be a horrible generalization. They don't know how to do that. It could be learned. That's the saving grace. Anything could be learned. So you can, learn to be courted, learn to get what you deserve and desire out of a relationship, whether it be, a friendship going into a relationship or, whatever. So I think I missed some comments. I'm just running off of the mouth. The problem, Janetta said, girl, the problem is when you're the one reaching out at first. I'm done. Yeah. If you find yourself reaching out way more, then it's no. Like if you're literally always hitting them up. If it's been 1 day they haven't hit you up, 2 days they haven't hit you up, and it's coming up on that 72 hours, and you reaching out to them, no. Because if they are serious about you, you're gonna be in their thoughts, and those thoughts should manifest into some actions. And that's all I gotta say about that. So what do you think about purposely holding back your feelings for a guy? Drew, when it's all said and done, this sounds really crass, but what I've noticed is it does not matter what the woman feels for a guy, because the woman is not the chooser. The man has to decide that he wants that woman to be in his life. The man has to make that choice, because the woman cannot make that choice for him. The woman cannot force him. This is not the Parkers. I am not chasing Mr. Ogilvy. No. Like, they say you can wear a man down. No, 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 no. The man has to want to do that. He has to want to prepare. So prepare to, be the man that he needs to be to have the kind of relationship. It just doesn't work. It does not work that way. I've tried it. It does not work. Yes. Okay. I'm good. I'm good, Jay. I'm trying to get through here. Trying to tell the people a little something. You said things are way different these days in regards to courting, and yes, it definitely has to be taught by the parents. I will say that. And that if you don't have that foundation, if you don't have parents to teach you how to do that, which there's a lot of these days, and that's why the courting is a lost art. Because the parent, there was a disconnect where parents stop, doing that. Trap that man with a baby. No. No. I'm gonna go on Maury and deny that I'm the mother. I am not the mother of this baby. I promise you. We don't even got the same eyes. Me and this baby look nothing alike. I was not there when the baby was conceived. Hey, Merlin. No, you really did lose some people to the 72-hour rule, though. It's a dub. If I don't hear from you within 72 hours, I'm deleting your number. And I'm trying my hardest to save numbers now, because I was at a point where I was not even putting a name on it because people was not lasting. They were not lasting long enough to be saved in my phone under a name. You're just a number at this point because, bro, what are you doing? It's a lot of misdirection out here amongst millennial men and amongst millennial women. In at that same token. So I don't know. We just have to hope to find, someone that is able to, flow with our flow. Drew, you burnt. I told you it was not gonna be pretty, but that is the facts. And what you say? That's what I'm saying. It's not fair unless you're looking for a needy guy. Women don't like needy guys. No, we don't. But on the flip side of that, a lot of things that women don't know, I guess I got this gem from somebody else, is that men need to feel needed also. And I feel like, especially with the disproportion of independent women to men that are not so independent, we be like, "Oh, I don't need him to do nothing for me. I don't need no man. Da 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 da. I'll pay all of this. Da 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 da." But a man has to feel needed in order for a relationship to work as well. Because if he feel like you don't need him, like, what is he there for? Nothing. It could be something simple, like, "Oh, honey, can you take out the trash?" or just anything. You need to ask a man to do stuff. I learned that too late, but I know it now. You need to ask. It is okay. It is okay to ask for something from a man, because they need to feel needed. Even if you have everything. I mean, it could be anything, like I'm really craving some cheesecake right now. I mean, could you go to the Cheesecake Factory and give me like a slice? I mean, they'll be like excited to feel like they're doing something for you. So, Jay, what'd you say? I agree. As with women, men want to be catered to. Yeah, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. You have to be willing to, cater to the man, and man cater to the woman. It has to be a balance. But I just wanted to get that in there about women. Don't be afraid to ask a man for something. Don't be asking him for like $1,000 and shit. Don't do that. I didn't say that. It could be a small something, anything. Hey, can you move? I need my refrigerator moved. Big strong man, they will want to do that for you. You don't have to move your own refrigerator, ladies. You don't have to put shit together if you don't want it to. Ask the man to do it. That is what man is here for on this earth. I didn't even take no sip of my punch. I'm just so into it today. Oh, it's tasty. And just as a recap, my Juneteenth libation for today is American-born peach whiskey from International Wine and Spirits, a black-owned business. And that's on Main Street in Buffalo. American-born peach whiskey, because any other liquor gives me a hangover. So all I drink is whiskey at this point. And the 72-hour rule for social media. I keep trying to get to it, but y'all trying to stay on this one topic. Basically, what you do on social media is pretty much forgotten in 72 hours. So call your brother. I don't have any brothers. I have a brother-in-law, but I was not blessed with a big brother. So I don't have a brother to call. I will call my dad to do help me with stuff like that if I need to. I'm pretty handy though. Like I can put stuff together, but if I had a man in my life, I would definitely ask him to do it. It is not that I want to boss him around, but I mean, most men like to put stuff together. They like to do stuff like that. And if you have a man in your life, you should be able to call upon them to do that. But 72-hour rule, again, everything's forgotten on social media in 72 hours, except for this. Dun, dun, dun. Be Simone. That is the second last topic for today. I think I gotta see if I can. It's only today. I got like 8 minutes left. I'm trying to get through. But I don't know if anybody's familiar with B Simone. Hey, Anissa. But she's I guess a influencer, entrepreneur. She has a makeup line and whatever. I said whatever. That was me. Because she's a cool chick. But she has this journal which I purchased with my hard-earned coins. It's called Baby Girl, because she says Baby Girl. That's her line. Bye, Jay. Miss you too. Bree, it is. Well, I'll just put it this way. The masses forget about it in 72 hours. So I'll just put it that way. Like, especially stuff that they post on the Shade Room. Like, the Shade Room just posts so much outrageous stuff. So, hey, Tiff. So I forget about that in like 10 minutes. Like, I don't even make it to the 72 hours. Hey, Insta people. But she has this journal called Baby Girl, Manifest the Life You Want. And apparently, part of the book is plagiarized. Some of the content that she put in the book is from other influencers. It's from influencers, and she did not get permission to put this content in her book. So stuff like this stuff, I didn't even put anything in it yet, but like vision board, they're saying that she ripped their content off, and she's made millions off of this book probably already. And now they found out that some of the content is actually stolen in her book. So that's what's going on with B. Simone right now. It's very unfortunate because this is a pretty, handy manifestation journal. I don't, she took full responsibility for what happened. And I think that was like very honorable of her because she could have just blamed it on everybody. The only thing I didn't like about that whole thing was because she said that she wrote it herself. But then it turns out that she had like a team. Hey Jessica. It turns out that she had a team write it. So it wasn't her writing it. And this is what happened. The team that wrote the book. The team that wrote the book did some shady stuff, and they took other people's content. And the crazy part about what happened with B. Simone, not more than 48 hours before that happened, she went on to Nick Cannon's podcast, and she said that she cannot date a man that works a 9 to 5. And the whole thing just blew up on social media. And even though I understood what she was saying, I really just couldn't believe that. Well, I couldn't believe it because people really, I really noticed about social media, people will take one little tiny thing and they literally just blow it out of proportion. So they were mad at her because she said that she didn't want to date a man that worked a 9 to 5. Cool. Okay, that's how you feel. That's perfectly fine because that's your prerogative because you don't work a 9 to 5. So maybe what she was trying to say was that somebody that works a 9 to 5 could not really understand her lifestyle because, she's always on the go. She's on planes, off planes, stuff like that. So that's what she was really saying with that. The problem with that was the majority of people that buy her books and stuff work 9 to 5s. So, including me. So it definitely rubbed people the wrong way. It didn't rub me the wrong way because why would I give a shit what kind of man she prefers? What? People are weird. They really care about shit that they really don't have no business caring about. Like what B. Simone type of man B. Simone wants. That's weird to me. But hey Vanessa girl. Supposedly she did. I mean, she should have proofread it. I mean, I would be going through this thing because of the way that it's put together. It's you can literally tell the way you guys can't see it up close, but it's got these little dots on it, where you can tell it's literally copied and pasted from somewhere else. I would have questioned that. I would have been like, why is this lopsided? Why is this in here like this? I don't know. So, that's my take on B. Simone, with that whole situation. I mean, it's forgotten to me at this point. It's 72 hours later. I don't care anymore. My last subject is go through his phone, ? Jamila, I'm really not trying to be messy, but if you look at the journal, I'm trying to see where it's at. It's you can literally tell it was cut. Look at this. It's right here. Okay, so you're looking up close, right? You see that little thing right there? It's clearly chopped from somewhere else. They cut whoever created it. Whoever created it cut it off right here. You can tell that it's. I don't think her team did it on purpose. I'm waving. It's like a church fan. It don't got the funeral home shit on the front though. See, I'm not the only person that noticed it. But I noticed it when I first got it. I was like, that's kind of odd that it's like cut. It was weird, you know. But I didn't think anything of it. Yes, but that's the thing. Like, first of all, why would you? Okay, I don't like when people talk about money. You know why? Because really rich people don't talk about money. I understand that it was a goal for you to make $1 million, but honey, that was her first mistake because when you're high up, people always try to drag you down. And ever since she announced, y'all killing me with these comments. I'm really cracking up. Chopped and screwed. And when she announced that she made cropped and screwed, when she made that $1 million, all these things started like, you know, happening. So for me, I feel like that was her first mistake, making that announcement. You need to move in silence like lasagna. Like Weezy said years ago, do not talk about money. People with money don't talk about money. They don't even look like they got money. So I feel like that's something as a culture, yes, us black people need to scale back on. If we have money, we don't need to stop shouting in front of rooftops. I mean, I think it was like freaking 2 rappers that got killed over money this year alone. Stop announcing it. I don't care. Like, what? No. We need to stop that as a culture. I don't like it. I don't like that. Hey, Reggie. So the last topic I have, which is probably my Insta Live will probably go off, but go through his phone, and I just want y'all to sound off and let me know if you think it's okay to go through a man's phone or not. And yeah, B Simone definitely has a lot to learn. She's super young. She's like 25 or no, she's 30. Oh shit. Never mind. You got to get it by 30. So, should you go through a man's phone if you feel there's something suspicious? You feel like there's something rotten in Denmark? Should you go through that man's phone or not? I mean, she'll learn. This is the lesson. Like, she learned now. I mean, her credibility is gonna forever be questioned because of this. This is like Watergate. It's a scandal. I know for me, if I feel like I have to look through a man's phone, um, and I know, like, I can feel in my spirit, like my ancestors are telling me that there's something in this phone, um, I need to leave that situation. Hey, John, you're late. Oh, and an update on the gunshots from a couple lives ago. Those were not gunshots, guys. Those were fireworks. And my neighbors do fireworks every single solitary night for 2 hours. Yes, Jamila, the ancestors. I'm telling you, like, I be feeling stuff in my spirit, in the pit of my stomach, and I cannot let it go. So if I feel that if there's a situation where I have to look through a guy's phone, I will leave the situation. And Maria, you said no, I'll ask him, try communicating. Okay, that's cute, but if he has something to hide in the phone, he's going to lie. So, what I will say about that, is I do not think you need to go through a man's phone. But I did go through a man's phone once. And I found what I was looking for. And because of that experience, I will not go through a man's phone again. That's how bad it was. My child has PTSD because of the fireworks. She doesn't know if they're gunshots or fireworks. So, yeah. I can hear him now. Oh, you fine. I know you type in Fast and Furious on here, but yes, you can try to communicate, but that just always does not work. I agree. You don't need to go through a man's phone, but I have. It was only once. I think it was once. I'm trying to think. Was it once or twice? No, it was more than once. It was two different situations. It was in the same relationship, but there were two different instances where I went through the phone. And both times I found more than I needed to find. And I'm like, dang. And then I got the feeling again. I'm like, dang, I know it's going to be some wild shit in this phone. Why are you doing this to me? And I got the phone. And I opened the phone. And I'm like, bruh. Like, you wilding right now. And then I think I like closed the phone out. And I woke him up because he was drunk. That's the only way you can really go through a guy's phone is they like stupid drunk. So both instances, I think he was like stupid drunk. And I shook him. And I'm like, here's your phone. I'm done. And I peaced out. He was shook because he knew I had seen everything that was in the phone. And not only, no, I'm not even gonna say what I did. Nope. But just know that there were no traces left of what was in the phone. Hey Jordan, you're late. Hey Janice. I'm gonna do my quick recap because I think I'm running out of time on Instagram. But I just talked about my food for today was chocolate chip cookies because I'm gonna start making them again because I be craving them and other people like them. So I'll probably have them for sale soon. Then I talked about Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth to everybody that's joining and that passed through. I hope everybody celebrated this year. I'm excited about this year. I'm having a Juneteenth, my first Juneteenth little shindig with just my family members because Corona. And I'm going to be frying fish. I'm going to be making some jerk chicken with a black-owned business. Jerk marinade. Her name is Dr. G. She's from Buffalo. And she makes a tasty jerk marinade. I'm going to marinate my chicken in that. And I'm going to have, it's a potluck. So my family is going to bring a couple dishes. And Jordan, I'm going to judge you right now. Jamila, chocolate chip cookies will be on deck. Hey, Devon. Yo, Jordan said he watching Alicia Keys and John Legend IG. I know you sleepy. That's a lullaby IG. Who can listen to that many slow songs in a row? I don't want to get amped up about how I feel about Alicia Keys. I really don't want to do that today. Maybe I'll say that for the next live. You never had to play your music that loud. Anyways. Yes, Backlit Bit Bookies. The Backlit Bit Bookies will be back. I should have put BBB. Oh yeah, so chocolate chip cookies, Juneteenth. I'm frying fish, I'm making jerk chicken, I'm making red. Oh, so the must haves at your Juneteenth celebration, I'll do a recap on that. You need to have strawberry soda, or if you can't find strawberry soda, go get some Faygo Red Pop. Tea cakes is just like a little like butter cookie with like cinnamon in it. Anything red velvet. And I feel like I'm missing one. The strawberry soda, the tea cakes, the red velvet. Oh, watermelon. So those are the 4 must-haves at your Juneteenth celebration. Those are traditional Juneteenth foods. If you like meat, you can do beef. Lamb is a big Juneteenth food. Also, I don't eat lamb. I don't eat lamb chop. No, thank you. Lamb chop's plain long. And I think that's it. For anybody who doesn't know what Juneteenth is, it's just the day that Texas was emancipated from slavery. Well, when they were notified that they were emancipated, and that was on June 19th, 1865. And I was talking about the 72-hour rule, which means if a guy goes longer than 72 hours without speaking to you or reaching out to you, dub him, because no, that's a ghost. More than 70, if you're not talking to somebody within 72 hours, if y'all consistently talking, you don't need to continue that, because more than 3 days is no, it's not good. It's not a good sign. That's inconsistency to me. The other 72-hour rule is that everybody pretty much generally forgets about social things that happen on social media within 72 hours. Like everything dies down within 3 days. And I brought up the SIMONE scandal, which is now, it's been 72 hours and nobody is really talking about it at this point because it's been 72 hours. But she put out this book, Baby Girl, Manifest the Life You Want. I'm talking so fast because I'm trying to recap. And turns out that some of the material in her handbook is plagiarized. And whoever put her book together stole from people. But the crazy part about this whole thing is that she said she was the one to put the book together by hand. So she took full responsibility. Good for her. She's forgiven and it's forgotten to me. My stuff about to go away on Instagram. I gotta sing my goodbyes to my Insta people. Bye, Insta people. 21 seconds left. I'll see you guys next Friday. And happy Juneteenth. So it's 13 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm off Insta. Back to Facebook. And yeah, so she's in hot water. She's probably gonna get sued. She probably made millions off this book, where she's gonna end up having to pay in legal fees. But she did take full responsibility for what happened, and kudos to her for doing that, because somebody might have, really like hid behind that. What else do I got? Talked about your team. Oh, go through his phone, whether or not to go through a man's phone or not. I came to the conclusion, for me, to not go through a man's phone. If I feel like I have to go through a man's phone, then we don't need to be dealing with each other. And but I have gone through somebody's phone twice, and both times I was right about what I went through the phone for. So it's like I had the intuition to do so. I did it. Do I regret it? No. But now going forward, I'm not gonna be going through anybody's phone. But if I have that feeling again, I'm gonna dub the situation. Because why would I upset myself again when I already know what I'm gonna find when I go on the phone? I'm not gonna do that. My intuition is like pretty on point. It's almost like 100%. So y'all got so many comments. Hey, Nikita girl. Seeded watermelon. See, the only thing I'm going to say about the seeds is, when I was a child, there was this episode of Rugrats, and The whole episode was surrounded by Angelica swallowing a watermelon seed, and the watermelon like grew in her stomach and made her explode and blow up. So I don't like seeds in my watermelon. Is the seeded watermelon sweeter? No, Jordan, I am not selling plates. I do not cook for pay anymore. I just like cooking for my enjoyment. Oh, and I think the other thing was what I'm sipping on tonight. American born peach whiskey. It's very smooth, it's very tasty, and I'm not a peach person, but it's actually pretty delicious. And I got it from the black owned liquor store, International Wine and Spirits on Main Street. And I'm wearing a jumpsuit from a black owned vendor. Shop Sleek, Angela Brianna. I'm gonna show it off one more time. Oh, for the culture. Woo! But this is the jumpsuit. And then Angela is also a makeup artist. She's a lash tech, esthetician. She does facials. She does it all. She's pretty dope. And what else? I think that's it. Janice, I'm dead ass about the watermelon seeds. I can't even do it if I wanted to. Every time I think I'm gonna swallow a watermelon seed, I like no. Traumatized. Those cartoons really made us think like, it's real life. Jordan said, I tell people a lot. World today. Is like Snapchat. Yeah, that's a fact. Like people forget about stuff so quick and they just move on to the next thing. That's why like when people be getting hyped about stuff, I'll be like, give it 3 days, it'll die down, and it always does. So 72 hours with dating or talking, because we can't get to the dating part. I think we touched on that, like how hard it is for women to get to the dating part. But now that I have it in my mind that a man that is intentional about dating you is going to make that known, then everything else is just it's just noise. Because like if a guy's like, oh, hey, or y'all start texting, you meet a guy out, and y'all start talking or whatever. If he's not talking about trying to like go on a date with you or anything of that nature, then it's probably not gonna lead to anything serious. I don't care what these millennial men be saying, talking about they want to get to know you and we want to be friends first. That's bullshit. Because if they really like, you can get to know each other, but you get to know each other through spending that time together. Not just through text messages. You really need to see people face to face and pick up on their vibes, their mannerisms. Like there's so much, stuff that you can pick up from being around a person. That's why the dating part is important. And a lot of guys, not guys, I hate to say that, but they want to just like skip over that part. So I think that's all. Maria, good night, Maria. I'm glad you hung in there for me. Hey, Akita. Janice, so you're trying to tell me that watermelon without seeds are test tube babies? Is that what you're telling me? You said that the watermelon with seeds is grown from the ground and the seedless watermelon is not. Hey, Tucci. I'm finishing up. You late, girl. You had to run it back. But I did, Carlin. I'm calling you Carlin, and this sounds weird instead of saying Tucci. Carlin, I did touch on the post that we both shared the other day about a man not needing a long time to know whether you're the one or not. And I was telling them how so a lot of the married, well, all of the married people pretty much agreed, and my sister who is married came into the chat and agreed also. And we were talking about courting and how courting is a lost art, and a lot of men don't know how to court now, and women don't know how to receive courting sometimes too. It can go both ways. Listen, Maria, I'm just living this life and learning so many gems, and I feel like it's my duty to share those gems with you guys, no matter how raw and uncut it may be. But it is what it is. So I'm gonna sign off, but I had fun tonight. I'll see y'all next week. I might have some pictures of the food that I cooked. I might do a YouTube video or something. And happy Juneteenth to all. I love you guys. Good night.